Guys, this is that African nurse here again. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all social media platforms. My name is that African nurse on Instagram and Twitter. So into the meat of things, I'm gonna give you guys a quick short video, hopefully, about how I went through nursing school without getting loans. So I went to my nursing school. I have a BSN in nursing and I have zero student loans. Yes, doable. Is it hard? A little bit. But is it doable? Yes, very doable. So this is how I did it. I first started out going to smaller colleges. I started out in a community college, and not everyone wants to do that, but I don't see what's wrong with it. So I started out in a community college. Community colleges, they're cheaper for you, and I feel like you can just dive right in. You can just take off all the fluff of school, of colleges, and just, if you know what you want to do, if you know I want to go to college for this, you can just take off all the extra fluff and dive right in. So I did all my prereqs, and here when I was going to nursing, I did all my prereqs in a community college, and then I transferred into I applied to nursing school, and I transferred into nursing school that I wanted to. I made sure that while I was doing the prereqs, I had a list of schools that I wanted to go to. I had like about 6 or 7 schools that, okay, these are the schools I am going to apply to. I had a list of them, and I made sure that they would accept these classes that I'm gonna take, so I don't waste my time, and most importantly, I don't waste my money, because I'm all about the money. I don't waste my time, I don't waste my money. I had a list of schools. I made sure, okay, they're going to accept this classes that I take here, and they're going to accept it when I transfer it. So I did that. I found out what the prereqs for each of their nursing programs and what I needed to do. So I did that. I started off in a community college. I was in a community college for 2.5 years, and then I transferred to a BSN, a 4-year college. So first things first, start small. That's what I would say. If you really are about saving money and you don't care about the big names and the fluff, like people want that big name to their degree. I didn't want the big name to my degree. I just wanted an education, and I wanted a place where I know would teach me and I would know what I'm doing. So cool, start small. And then when you start small, make sure you have a list of schools that you possibly want to go to, and then they can accept your classes when you transfer to them. 1, 2, before I made the list of schools, I did a lot of research, and the list of schools I found, or the schools that I found, were affordable schools. They didn't have the big so I live in Texas, and a big school would be like UT Austin. Now the nursing program in UT Austin is about maybe 10-15,000 a semester approximately. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say approximately 10-15,000 a semester. Now the nursing program, the schools that I looked at, the nursing program a semester were like $5,000 to $6,000 a semester. So you can see that's a $5,000 deduction already. So I did my research before I actually got the list of schools, and I made sure they were smaller, affordable schools. They were not big. They didn't have the big hype names to it. They were just decent size. They were affordable. They were good schools. They were accredited, and so I started small. I did my research. So I took my prereqs in a community college, and then I applied to small universities. When I got into small universities, like for example, the school where I went to school at, my school fees a semester was about $5,000 a semester. So maybe $6,000 a semester, around that a semester. And so I applied for a lot of grants. I applied for a lot of scholarships. I applied for a lot of waivers. So when you added all that together, my school fees every semester ended up coming down to about $2,000. I kid you not, there was a semester where I paid $800. I know, right? $800 a semester. So you really have to know how to be smart with your money. I started small. I didn't care about having a big name. I mean, I would have loved to have a big name experience, but I didn't have a big name, big school name experience, but I didn't have a big school money, and I did not want to take it. Like, it didn't matter to me as much as I would love the experience, that didn't matter to me. I didn't want to take student loans. I didn't feel like I wanted to be saddled with student loans when I finished school. So I started small. I did my research. I applied to small schools, and when I got into the school in which I graduated from, I made sure I used a lot of scholarship grants. Guys, knowledge is key. Sometimes you might not even know what's available to you until you start asking. Don't be afraid to go to your financial aid office. We had a scholarship office. I was in their office like all the time. So what can I get? What can I apply for? What's applicable to me? So you find out all of that out. There are websites, different kind of websites that have like random scholarships on them. I did a lot of that. I did a lot of scholarship application. And so by the time it was down to the meat of it, I probably had like $1,500, $2,000 to pay every semester. So imagine, I got my degree a semester for $2,000, and I kid you, one time I paid $700 to $800. I kid you, that really happened. I kid you not. Anyway, so I used a lot of grants. I did that, and then I worked. So when I was not studying in nursing school, when I was not crying my eyes out taking a test, I was working. And when I was preparing for school, preparing for clinicals, doing an assignment, I was working. I worked a lot. I told myself that I was going to go to school for when I finished coming to college and when I got into nursing school, I told myself 2 years. 2 years is all I need. And I was going to go to school for 2 years, and then I was going to graduate as a nurse. So nothing else mattered. I wasn't doing the extra law. I wasn't going on much. I wasn't doing the things like a typical college student do, because I was grinding. I knew I wanted to be out of this place in 2 years. I didn't want to take any class again. I didn't want to fail, flunk out. I wanted to be out in 2 years. So when I wasn't studying, I was working. So that helped me. So let's recap. That's small. 2 was do your research. 3 was know what's out there for you. Know what's available to you. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. Find out what grants you can apply for. Find out what financial aid you qualify for. All that good stuff. And then 4 was get on a payment plan. So I worked, but I got on a payment plan. So at the start of the semester, I'll get on a plan. So maybe I'll pay like little chunks. And so by the end of the semester, I would be done. Or by the time it was time to register for classes, I would be done or almost be done with paying off my school fees. So that was how I did it. I started small. I did my research. I looked for waivers, grants, scholarships that could be applied to me while I was in school. And I worked. I got on a payment plan all through the semester, so I paid little chunks at a time. So by the time the semester was over, I had already paid out my school fees. So that's that easy. That was how I went to school. I went to college, and I didn't have to pay a loan. There you go. Short, simple, sweet. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all social media platforms. I am that African Northern. Thank you. Love y'all.